could go on.
The rant could go on still.
Could go on. There's another video, reaction video.
Go on then. You gonna send it to me?
I'll just send it to you. It's going to be hard to the thing is.
Sorry.
The question is like, if you can think of your own things that you've heard that make you think, hold on, what does that actually mean? That's some dumb. That doesn't really make sense. But when you listen to the video, you understand it.
First thing people say, I caught a cold. Why would you catch a cold? Why don't you just let it go?
I've seen
people
this.
saying stupid shit everywhere I go. Like Jerry Seinfeld told me he's gonna build him a new house, and he's gonna build it from the ground up. I said, that'd probably be the best way to start building that house.
Because if you start on the roof,
you're gonna run into some trouble. People just say stupid shit all the time. Dead and gone. What the hell does dead and gone mean? Dead and gone. Anybody ever died and stayed? People just say stupid shit. I'm at a funeral, and the preacher said the lady was in a better place, and I'm going, she's in a box. Just stupid shit.
this brother is wild.
Hey,
Was that how we started episodes now?
I was thinking, you know what are some like phrases or like sayings that you've heard as like, what does that mean?
Make no sense.
Have you ever played the game Catchphrase?
Yes, I have.
Cool.
Hold on. Go on.
So like any phrases that you've heard that you're thinking, bro, this makes absolutely no sense at all, bro.
Loads. They won't come to my head right now.
Yeah, it's hard for them to come to your head. You probably have to have them in a list or something. Yeah. Like I got one. Crying over spilt milk.
What do you mean that don't make no sense? We don't understand it.
No, I understand it, but why does it have to be milk though?
Because you spill milk a lot.
Who?
Everyone.
No, I don't.
What do you mean? You know when you pour milk into your cereal bowl, you spill it.
Or like a little splash? Yeah. Well, is that what it means?
That's common.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's common. That happens a lot, is what I'm saying. That's why it's milk. You don't spill Ribena.
So about water though? Why didn't you say water?
Because no one really spills water like that.
You do.
You don't.
You pouring water off in a glass or something?
Nah, bro. Milk more like near enough. Every time you pour milk, you're gonna spill a bit. Near enough every time.
And water as well.
No, but like
I'm just saying, like, you get me. It was just a bit white milk.
I just explained to you.
It never made sense to me, bro. It never made sense to me.
But that's fair. But I think this is a good topic, though. To be fair.
No, the Catch a Cold one was funny, fam. I'm thinking, what other ones are there?
I'm trying to get them up on my phone. They're Googleable still.
You just got to do catchphrases.
Yeah, there's a load of catchphrases. There's definitely one I don't understand. I'm gonna try and find it. There's one that just don't make no sense to me. I'm not even gonna count.
I got one. When it rains, it pours.
I don't understand that one.
Exactly. Like, it's so it does it makes sense, but because it makes sense, it doesn't make sense. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. Because of course, if it rains, it pours. Because it's already pouring.
Exactly.
It has to pour to rain. Rain has to pour initially anyway.
Exactly. The other ones that come to your mind.
Rain has to pour still.
What other ones? What other ones come to your mind? Every dog has its day. I never got that one. When I first heard it, I never understood it. Because
are these called catchphrases or just phrases?
Catchphrases. Well, catchphrases is the actual game, isn't it? But
I think it's more phrases.
Or sayings or something, I don't know.
Yeah. They're sayings. They're sayings or like mottos. Like, if you got something, you got it hands down. Like, what does that mean?
What?
You got it hands down. You know, when something like if you do something really good,
and
someone says, "Oh yeah, you got it hands down." So what does that mean? Hands down. Do you know what I mean? I've never understood that one. Still, I can't lie to you.
So I got it without trying. Cause I never had
like
to
you did it with your hands down. Does that make sense?
So.
Like you did it with no hands, basically.
Yeah. I don't know.
Or let your hair down.
Let my hair down. Is that me personally?
Do you get me? I've never understood that one either. Let your hair down.
What if you have short
What if your hair's up?
What if you have short hair?
Exactly. But what if your hair's up? Does that mean you're like? What does that mean? If your hair's up, are you stressed?
Yeah.
You're not relaxed.
So if you say let your hair up, my hair's up.
Yeah. Beat around the bush.
Yeah, that one don't make sense.
That one doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't make sense.
I would never understand that unless it was explained to me.
Yeah.
I would never get that. Don't beat around the bush. The fuck are you talking about? Like, do you feel me? I would be like, what are you on about?
So you meant to go through the bush because no one normally does that. That's
Yeah.
just, you always go around it.
Yeah, exactly. But what's the beating part? What does the beating mean? You're beating the bush or you beating something around the bush? Because you have to be beating something, right?
What are you beating?
Or who are you beating? Or who? It doesn't specify.
And what do you mean by beating?
Yeah. This is what I'm saying. Barking up the wrong tree.
Beat me. Beat me.
Yeah, beats me is another one. Beats you how? Who beat you?
Does that mean
What is beating you?
I give up.
I give up. This is overstimulating. Bite the bullet. Is that self-explanatory?
It's not.
Because what happens when you bite a bullet? Nothing.
You hurt your teeth.
No, you don't.
What do you
Nothing's
mean?
gonna happen if you bite a bullet.
You hurt your teeth, bro.
How you gonna hurt your teeth?
If you bite it really hard.
No, but that's if you bite it really hard. That's you added stuff.
What do you mean?
You bite something.
That's
If you bite-
holding it.
What do you mean? That's holding it.
If you bite something,
Nah, bro. Relax.
What do you mean?
Relax, bro. That's trying
What do
to
you
bite
mean?
through the bullet.
well, that's what biting means, cuz.
You're trying to fucking maul the
That's
shit.
what biting means, cuz.
Nah, bro.
What do you
You can
mean?
bite. This is a bite. That's a bite.
That's not a bite, bro.
Brother, what are you on about?
You just
fam?
put your hands in between your
No.
teeth, fam.
That's a bite, bro.
That's not a bite.
Bro, you're trying to like you got a hamburger. It's not a
That's
burger,
a
bro.
bite, bro.
Man's trying to fucking
You
go
bite,
through
it's
the.
like you're biting through it.
No. You don't have to bite through the bullet, bro. Just bite the bullet. But what does it mean?
I know what it means,
What does
but
it
I
mean?
don't know why it means what it means.
That's what I'm asking. Why did they have?
It
How have
means
they
like
got to that? Why
just,
is it a
just
bullet?
take it. So I don't know why they didn't say just take it. What's another one?
There's a lot of these. I'm getting a lot of the same ones. Costing an arm and a leg. I like that one. Costing an arm and a leg. Like it costs you your arm and your leg. You have to give parts of your body to get something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's mad.
You didn't really though, did you? It was just really expensive.
It was very expensive, yeah. But I mean, because for example, if I said to you, "Do you want 20 grand or your arm?" Like, if you get the 20 grand, you have to take your arm.
I'll keep my arm.
Exactly. That means it's more valuable to you than 20 grand.
Yeah.
So that's expensive. That's
It don't
why.
matter how much money you offer me, bro. I'm keeping my arm.
Exactly. But that's the whole reason why it's arm and a leg,
So, but it was so.
because that's more valuable to you than any amount of money.
But you still have your arm. that's the whole point, bro.
What do you mean? You still have
It
your
can't
arm?
cost you your arm and leg because you still clearly have your arm
Yeah,
and
you
your leg.
do, but it's describing how expensive something was because your arm and your leg is priceless. Do you
Yeah.
get it?
But it's not though. But I hear
It
you.
is
listen.
priceless.
No, your arm and leg? No, it's got a price.
So what's your price for your arm and your leg?
I ain't selling it
Why are you not selling it?
because I need it.
But cool. But if someone could offer you an amount of money
No
for your
amount.
arm and
No
your leg,
amount.
will you sell it?
No amount.
Therefore, it's priceless.
But if you look on the black market, bro,
I'm talking about you.
I'm sure you can
I'm
find the
talking about
arm and
you,
the
though.
leg on there.
Man said you can find something. I know LeVar got
Trust me, bro.
LeVar's foot is on there somewhere. No, this is funny still. Cutting someone some slack. Where'd you cut slack from?
Oh, no. I only know about slack from exercising.
Yeah, from the bar. I don't know about anything else.
Cut me some slack.
Cutting slack. I didn't know slack could be cut.
I got one. Get off my back. Get off my back.
Why is someone on your back?
Or get off my neck.
Get off my neck, you know. Break the ice. You gotta break the ice sometimes.
I don't know how they came up with that one.
But breaking ice, why would you need to break the ice? And once the ice is broken, what does it do? Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What is it now allowed? Only if ice is protecting something. So you have to break the ice to get to something.
What does ice protect though?
No.
Ice don't protect that.
That's what I'm trying to think.
You only get frozen lakes.
But
and if you break
maybe like, it's a bit far left here. But if you're like in an ice age and you need water, you just break the ice to get to the water. Do you know what I mean? Like you have to, because you need it. It's like, oh shit, like we have to break the ice to go through. Do you feel me? Other than that, I can't think of another reason why ice would be protecting something. Other than glass, it feels like break the glass. That would make more sense.
Even that.
Because then you have to break the glass to like get through to somewhere.
Why didn't you just say break the silence?
Well, 100%, I agree. But
An elephant in the room.
I think that one's self-explanatory, isn't it?
No, it is because you understand.
No,
the
but
context.
I think even when I didn't understand it, I knew it. I knew it just off saying something.
If someone says there's an elephant in
Like,
the
for
room.
example, if I'm... Remember these phrases, yeah? Imagine they're being said for the first time. Like, do you get it straight away? Breaking the ice, I wouldn't have got. Like, why don't you just break the ice?
What if someone
you talking
said there's an elephant in the room?
Yeah. I'll be like...
I'm like, where the flip?
Man said, I don't see the fucking elephant. What's this guy talking about?
bro?
What's this guy talking about? Get a load of this guy.
Look at this guy.
That's another one. Get a load of this guy. I don't want to load from this guy.
Get me?
Yeah.
Nah, 100%. If someone said there's an elephant in the room, bro,
What's this going
I
about?
think, what are you talking about, bro?
Someone shut this guy up.
It's raining cats and dogs.
Ooh. Yeah. Horrible that.
What did you mean, fam?
They threw the kitchen sink at me.
Throw the kitchen sink. Yeah, throw the kitchen sink. Did he live?
Oh, man. Fit as a fiddle.
I don't know. What's a fiddle, bro? I don't know what that is.
I don't know what fiddle is either. It must be a creature or something. Like an animal, right?
I doubt it.
Fit as a fiddle. A fiddle has to be something that is fit, surely.
Or
To be
strong.
as fit as a fiddle.
I don't think a
It
fiddle
needs to be. It needs to be like an insect that like runs like is like, you know, like an ant that's like always just moving, just buzzing around.
Yeah, but fiddle. Does that sound like an animal to you?
I would assume it needs to be. Listen, animals can come into different names and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Fiddle.
Like there's literally an animal called ant. An ant is an insect that's like a little. You know what I mean? It's an ant. Like a fiddle.
I know, but like
A moth.
ant.
Do you feel me?
Yeah, but that sounds like an animal.
What, a moth?
Sounds
A
like
moth doesn't sound like an
moth.
animal,
Yeah,
bro.
it
A
does.
moth.
A flying
A
moth.
bee. So you're telling me
A bee.
a letter sounds like an animal? It's just a letter for a bee.
Yeah, but a fiddle. Like, you don't even know if a fiddle flies or it runs, bro.
But it seems like it runs.
Or maybe it swims.
Because it's as fit as a fiddle. It has to move, bruv.
Yeah, of course it moves, but how? Did you say, bro? Like, you think
don't know.
it just teleports, guys?
That's the point. I don't know, bro.
I don't know. I'll find out if it's actual animal.
Fortune favours the bold.
I like that one. Because that one's more like a riddle. I like that one.
Things might get out of hand. It might get out of hand. I don't think I'd understand that.
Things might get out of hand.
Someone says that in it. Or we shouldn't go down to the shops today because it might get out of hand. What the fuck are you on about?
What's gonna leave my hand?
Hey man, I'm gonna pay. I ain't gonna rob the
I
place.
start
bro.
looking at my hands like this. Like, what the hell is he talking about? Bro?
Ain't nothing gonna get out of hand. Better late than never. Get that one.
Yeah.
It's better late than never. I wouldn't understand that. I'll be like, oh, say it again. Like I'll feel like they misspoke.
Yeah,
Better late than never.
It sounds a bit confusing, and it depends on the context as well.
Things come a dime a dozen.
I don't know what the hell that. What does
I
that mean?
still don't know what that means.
Is that a saying? Things come a dime a dozen.
Like a dime a dozen is something common as part of a sentence. Beat around the bush, avoid saying things. Yeah. So something common that's part of a sentence.
I got one. A bouncing baby boy.
Okay, I've never heard that before.
You ain't never heard that?
No.
When you give birth,
A bouncing baby boy.
it means like the baby's healthy.
Oh, no, never heard that before.
Yeah.
Never before. A blessing in disguise.
Yeah, that's like a riddle.
Don't beat a dead horse.
I don't know what that is.
Don't beat a dead horse. Move on. The subject is over. So, for example, if you're going on about something,
Because the horse can't move, innit?
it's dead, bro.
Yeah.
Stop beating the dead horse. Let's move on from this.
But why did they say horse? Maybe because when you're on the horse, you beat it so it goes. Pause. Like a horse
if
rider.
you beat a live horse and it
Yeah.
will keep moving,
Yeah.
but
like
a dead
jockey.
horse ain't gonna go nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't beat a dead horse.
Yeah, I get that one.
Yeah, it's done up. Let's do that one more. Break a leg.
Good luck. It means good luck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we know that now. But if we got a game today, all right, cool, but we're gonna break a leg. Excuse me? Are you alright? Don't talk to me like that.
Yeah, no, but what?
Go break a leg.
Why does it mean good luck though?
Don't know. Because it's rare for
Does
a
it
leg
have an
break to happen.
explanation?
We'll get to it, but I think let's deliberate first.
I can't use that game up.
No, but he gave up straight away. Hey, what does it mean? No, nigga, look, wait a minute. Let this simmer for a little bit. Let it sit.
No, I'm hungry. Bro.
Let this sit for a sec, bro. I want to
don't
let
know,
this
I don't
marinate for a little bit.
Break a leg.
No, but I think because it's rare to break a leg. It's rare, right? So it doesn't happen a lot. It doesn't happen often. So make this worth it.
Tell that to people who break their leg.
No, tell that to people near my team. They just break people's legs all the time.
Look at that. Exactly. That's like saying, I forgot it's gone out of my head. Similar to break a leg.
I'm trying to think. Break a leg. Why break a leg? Like break whose leg? When I say whose leg, does it mean do so well? Someone's like gives you a standing ovation and to their leg breaks. Is that too deep?
That's very deep.
It's deep, innit?
That's way.
But a standing ovation until a leg break is crazy work.
That's peak, cuz. Do you know how long you got to stand for?
Do you know how well I would have done for someone to stand for that long, mate?
That's like saying, why does it keep slipping my mind?
Break a leg's a crazy one.
There's break a leg. Oh, it's gone again.
Break a leg is an English language used in the context of theatre to wish someone good luck. Break a leg meaning good luck. Wait, you might like this. Apparently, it derives from World War One. Hold on. Agree. Hold on.
Oh, that's like saying when like a bird poos on you, it means good luck.
Yeah, word. Ooh, kick the bucket. You know what kick the bucket means? You die.
Huh? Excuse me? He kicked the bucket?
Yeah. Why'd you say it?
No, like, is that how they use it?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I ain't never heard that.
Yeah, homeboy kick the bucket.
That's mad.
That's mad, isn't it?
What, is it bad luck to kick a bucket or something?
Let me get some confirmation on this. Yeah, they've died, yeah. Yeah, they kicked the bucket.
That's crazy.
That's peak, innit? I thought we'll end it on that one.
I think exactly.
Jesus Christ, shit just got heavy.
You get me, bro. I started ratting.
Shit just got heavy,
So I think how many
cuz.
buckets I kicked because it get me. I'm joking. I ain't never kicked no bucket.
Oh!
Must be bad luck. But yeah, what you got to get off your chest, bro?
Playing against SC Dons is a headache.
Why?
It's a headache.
Why?
It's a headache. The fans.
Their fans.
Yeah. Their fans. Their behavior. And this is, I wouldn't necessarily say this is my sole opinion. This is like the opinion of like the league. Because they've been getting fines for their celebrations. They've been getting reactions to their celebrations. Like,
What's their celebrations?
when I say that, I mean they will try and mock people on the bench with their cameras. So, all right, cool. Playing against Dons is basically this. You know when you see your Dons video or YouTube video, you watch it, it's 15, 20 minutes long, whatever. It's the match, basically. It's match highlights. But they've got like 8 cameras. So they've got a camera in each goal. That's 2. They got 2 people walking around the pitch with a camera. That's 4. They've got a camera that's on a stand watching everything. That's 5. They got 1 man that goes at like higher position in the stadia. That's 6. Do you get me? So they've got, and then when they'll have like another camera for after the game interviews. Like, bro, they got cameras around this whole game, right? So like, let's say if they score, they will run to your, like, a certain man will grab some people from their subs bench will grab the camera and run to the opposition subs bench and film the subs and taunt them while they're celebrating. Like, it's a headache playing against these lot because we're just trying to focus on the game, bro. You just add all these other things that are just so unnecessary, so like it's partly embarrassing. And you know what's funny? A lot of the players don't want to get involved in this. So when you speak to the players, like, of course, SC Dons as a entity is a great thing. Come from South London, come from the ends, building something from Sunday League team, going to the first, it's great. Going into Saturday football, it's top. Wish them all the best. However, there's certain things that you're going to keep doing that might start tainting this beautiful thing. It's a great thing that they do in the name of loved ones that may have passed away, things like that. They have really good reasons to do what they're doing, and they have good motivation, and they've built it to where it is. But at the same time, yes, be yourselves, and yes, be confident and braggadocious if you want to be, if that's who you are. Fairs. Don't take it too far.
Yeah, be respectful. Keep the respect element.
Because when you're doing certain things, it's like, this is great, this is good, but you take the entertainment element to the point where it's like, you're going to become unliked, period. Like, there's people that's not going to like you, of course. If you're from a certain place, you're from a certain background, you act a certain way, there's some people going to not like you, it is what it is. You're not here to be liked. You're here to win, or you're here to build. But at the same time, you don't want to get to a position where people end up blackballing you and pushing you away simply because they know what you're going to bring to their league. That's the worst thing for them. That's what I say, it's a headache playing against these lot sometimes. Because it's like, bro, just kick ball, fam.
But do you think that obviously they're trying to... So there's two things here. Some of them are just turning up just to kick ball. Some of them are turning up because they know they can potentially like go viral or whatever. So it's like, what's the real motive behind them turning up?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No, 100%.
And with that, if it's the latter, then is there a limit that they would go? Because I'm thinking, like, for example, let's say like professional footballers, they have to deal with a whole load. Like, even you don't even need to be like Premier League level. You might be whatever league, Sunday League or high level step 1. You get me? Before you probably get very, very hostile fans. We know obviously professional players have to deal with things like racism and stuff like that. Yeah. But there's still a sense of professionalism by the two, like the direct competitors.
Exactly.
So the two teams that are facing each other, they still treat each other with respect. Whatever the fans do is like up to them. You can't really control that.
Exactly. And I think that's where the line needs to be drawn in terms of that, because it's like, fans, cool. They can be as disrespectful as they want. Even to the point where maybe even sometimes the managers, if the managers want to say this, that, and the third about something, cool. But when it comes to the players, if you're wearing a number on your shirt and you're wearing a crest on your chest, play football and move how you move. If you step on man's toes during matches, cool. At the 90-minute time, once that whistle blows, it's respect at the end of the day. Do you get me? But when it's like celebrations and certain things, enjoy yourself, but don't do it unprovoked. And I think that's one thing that Dons do that is just, it gets to a point where I've spoken to some of their players, bro. It's like, bro, we're not a part of this, whatever. And it gets to the point where if you got so many of them, as you grow, there's going to be bare players you just get a bad rep at the end of the day. It's because it's so young now, and it's so young in the Saturday football thing. It's cool now, but if you are going to be that team that starts building, going up, go to Bromley level, and potentially go League 2 at some point in 10, 15 years, however long it takes you, you'll get a bad rep and you'll get blackballed, and people will be like, no, you can't come in here. The only way you're allowed in this league is if you put up this amount of money, because you don't have the amount of money, then you're done. Do you know what I'm saying? It's going to be certain things they're just going to make happen because they know what you're going to bring to the league, and they've heard about you because so many players have played for you. So many other people have tried to be in it. So it's just one of those things where it's like, yes, punters can be who they are, and the abuse can come from fans and that's fine. But as players, have a certain level of courtesy and respect in it. If you're provoked, fair enough. If someone says something to me and I say something back and it's crazy, cool. Or if I do something back to you, you asked for it. You did something. These lot literally just start stuff for nothing. Like, nothing's going on. But you're right. Maybe they just want to go viral, innit? Maybe they just want a viral moment. So they're going to start doing things to try and antagonize the opposition, to try and make them do something, to then make them go, it's just ridiculous. It's like a clown act, bro. It's nuts.
Like that. This reminds me of Stephen, some guy called Stephen Howson.
Yeah.
So there's time, obviously he manages his own Sunday League
team, innit? Yeah.
There was a time where he started doing his interviews and he had like a massive black eye in it. Yeah. People were asking, what happened, blah, 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 and then he addressed it. He didn't go into too much detail. He just sort of addressed it, like Sunday League team, opposition, someone from opposition. I can't remember if it was like a player or manager or whatever. Yeah. Or staff was like giving it, he gave it back, and literally as he's turning around, man just headbutted him. But because he's who he is, it's like he had to remember to like keep his composure. And bear in mind, he's been in the army. He's an ex army serviceman. So man like that, some of them, depending on where they've been deployed, they've seen certain man get X'd off differently. Like, not ends X'd off. I'm talking about it can be professionally. These men get paid to go out and cause harm to other people. But again, he's someone who's aware of like the platform he has. He has a huge following. If he now goes and acts in a certain way, he knows like the consequences that can have. But then obviously hearing from your perspective, let's say SC Dons, who they're not at that level yet, but some of these things could potentially hinder them from even reaching that.
And it's also the influence they have on other boys. So for example, there's 2 players over there right now that are young. I would say quite impressionable, especially in the non-league space, right? That they were with us last season. These are some good youths. But then, do they turn into bad eggs because of this environment? Do they turn into these rude boys that are like aggressive in nature? And I'm like, well, you're not like this though. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, you was quiet when we was in the change room, when we was kicking ball. You was quiet. You didn't speak. You're very like calm and happy, and you're a nice kid. But then, because now you're wearing a Don shirt, do you get me? And this isn't directly towards me, but this is like, I'm seeing your mannerisms, seeing how you're talking to other players. Like, what's going on here? You're completely, you're not playing football the way you know what I'm saying? You're just being this like, it's like, what is this? I get that the Dons is a very confident bunch, and they're very much like, be yourself. But be yourself. Don't go there. That's like me signing for Dons next season, for example, and then all of a sudden you see me and you come watch me play football and you hear me effing and blinding at people and saying you're a dickhead and telling fans to shut up and that. It's like, Nick, what's going on? Like, why are you acting like this? Yeah. It's like, when I came and watched you play for Lewisham, you was popping, you was talking, you was encouraging, you was building players up, you was doing this, that, and third. Now you're talking to the opposition, saying the opposition's a dickhead.
Do you think it's because he used to play for Lewisham or whatever? Like, it's got... Because sometimes maybe certain situations make people not act themselves. Do you know what I mean?
So what do you mean? What, them playing for...
SC Dons against Lewisham?
Again, no. Because the thing is that we're cool with them. Of course, it being that we share the same ground, that SC Dons were Lewisham, it's like rivalry, right? But no, every single time we've come across them and played against them, they're cool. Like, it's fine. Of course, the things you see on the outside looking in, it's like, yeah, it's a rivalry. It's like, yeah, like, but people are trying to build it up basically. Like, we've never played against them before this, and then we've only played against them ever twice. So it's not a rivalry. Do you feel me? We've only played against them twice. The team that they obviously took over was Forest Hill, which that was a rivalry because we played against them so many times. It's built a rivalry. We're on the same.
So SC Dons took over Forest Hill.
Yeah. So SC Dons bought.
What did they used to be called? Forest Hill.
Forest Hill Park.
Okay.
Yeah. So they bought Forest Hill. So that's the reason why they got the space in the league, innit? And they're still named Forest Hill technically.
Okay.
But obviously SC Dons. But from next year there will be just SC Dons. But yeah, so it is technically a rivalry to a certain extent, but not really. You know what I'm saying? So when we having these matches, of course, there's going to be a build-up of it, but there's no real animosity between us because it's like, play for you the first time. Some of our boys that play for us play for you. Some of the boys that have played for them have played for us. We've got heavy connections, do you get me? Like, it's been shared. The goalkeeper, Albie, played for them before at the start of their season. He played for us in a couple league games. A couple of players, like I said before, that's played for us last season. They play for them now. Like, it was calm. So, of course, in the game when the game's live, of course, it's competitors. We're trying to win. They're trying to win. There's going to be energy, and it's a derby, innit? So we're going to treat it as such. But at the same time, talking to multiple players in their team and just how they are, they're cool guys, bro. They're cool, man. But it's just the whole ordeal of playing them from a player's perspective.
Like, they got baggage, basically.
It just comes with bare baggage, bro. It just comes with bare bullshit, basically. Like, don't get me wrong. From a player's perspective, we don't really notice much. We're warming up, we train, we play the match. It's just a regular 90-minute game against anyone. But from the outside looking in, it's like, bro, what is this? Like, well, this is just too much, bro. Got drones and shit. Like, it's just long. I hear you lot were trying to build it, but do all of this, do it, and make it be what it is, and that's it. Don't start filming subs benches, and they've done it on multiple grounds, and they've been getting fines, and like, shit goes down, bro. Do you get me? Like, they shouldn't be doing these things because you're just taking it too far. And it's one or two players in their squad or in their bad eggs in a bunch where it's just like, you're just doing too much.
Yeah.
And you'll notice if you watch the Lewisham game, watch at the end of it. If you watch the Lewisham game, watch at the end of the game.
Yeah.
They did something like that, and some unspeakable things happened. Do you get me?
Is it?
But they didn't want to talk about it though.
Why?
Because they don't want. They're not proud of it. Clearly,
Oh, as SE doesn't know
Yeah.
about it.
they would have spoken about it. It would have been on the pot. It would have been in the video, but it's not.
But it's still on the
But
footage.
it's like you will notice. Basically, you have to watch the end of the video to understand what I'm saying.
Okay.
If you watch the end of the video, you'll get it. I'll show Johnny now. So
It's probably just discipline, though, isn't it? It's probably just like, obviously we know how it gets. Like again, we've played in teams where we're thinking, bro, these man like they're good, but they just ain't got discipline, fam.
yeah.
So sometimes when you're meant to look like a team, you don't look like a team, or you just look like a group of people. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel you, man.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, they're like press play on that. Yeah, just press play on that.
Throwing it.
So, what do you think just happened there,
Someone probably slapped the camera out of his hand or something. Is it?
bro? Bro, man, dropped, bust.
Is it? You done that?
Unspeakable things. Not me though. I was on the pitch. But do you get me? So, if those are the types of things that's going on, yeah.
You see someone on the floor. Dude. I didn't know they had that much subscribers.
It's mad. It's mad, bro.
But the thing is, the platform they had, they could really
But
do something positive.
I
Like,
lo-
they're doing something positive.
I know, I love it, and I've always supported it, and I mess with it. Of course, being a competitor on the other side, I have to just go against them on the pitch. This is what it is. But in general, I love what they're doing in it. But at the same time, when you look at teams like #United, do you know what #United is?
I know about them. Yeah.
Basically, #United, yeah, are just a team. Of course, as you know, it's a man, and he like watching YouTube matches, watching football matches. He likes to commentate on football matches and even FIFA games. But then he found himself wealthy enough to be able to buy his own team. So he bought his own team, made it #United, and he's been doing that. But he still does it now. So he still like commentates on games and that and posts them on YouTube. But it's his team. He owns it.
Yeah.
So it's like it's been built. But the way it's been built, bro, it's in the same league as Dulwich Hamlet. It's in the same league as Dartford.
Is it?
It's in step 3.
Mm.
These man, the players that you got playing for them are ballers. Do you get me? But it's like it's a non-league team, so this ain't all roses. This is ups and downs and hustle and strength. But so obviously you can see where Don's are trying to take it, bro,
Yeah.
because they've seen that #United are where they are. This is a multi-million-pound situation here. This ain't no cheap shit. Even like Dons, I would assume they probably already put 250k into their team just to keep it alive, just to have a club. You got to pay wages, you got to do this, you got to travel, you got to have kits, you got to have tracks, you got to have everything. That's why they have so many sponsors and things of that nature. So when you're looking at #United, even though a lot of people don't even know who they are, and even when you look at teams like Bromley and Dartford and Lewis and all these teams, they're just football teams at the end of the day. But this is multi-million-pound structures that they built. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is a serious operation. They got
Staff.
staff and that they have to pay. That is full-time staff. This is people that are there every day. They're at the club. They got managers they're paying. They got players they're paying, and these are thousands of pounds a week. This is £1,000, £2,000 a week. People that, don't get me wrong, making 8 bags a month for football is a decent living, but obviously in this economy, it's all right money. You know what I'm saying? Like it's good bread, of course it is, but at the same time, it's not life changing money. So when you're looking at these situations, of course, where you're seeing Dons looking at it, they're thinking, bro, we can make something. We can do this.
Yeah.
So let's do this, and that's why I fucks with it. But at the same time, be careful as you go through this. Don't ruin it, basically. Don't
It's
be
true.
doing mad stuff.
They'll probably, it's true, because you are walking a thin line. But
Gonna Finland, dude, that's
and
crazy.
On the other side, like, if something crazy pops off, like, maybe for now, all they care about is the views. Like, bro, we get views, we sort all the other stuff later.
Yeah.
Right now, we just need one thing to pop off, and you get me, that one person sees and say, oh, this is, you get me, drunk, because, fam, what's stopping, let's say, for example, Channel 4, you know, all these, like, reality TV,
100%.
drama, like, they like drama, stuff like that. So
And
you
it's
don't
not
know.
even that. The things that they're doing, the moves they're making, like Rio Ferdinand comes to a game. If certain people come to matches now, then it's like raw. Now you're getting celebs at games. Like they have that type of pull to be able to like grow these things that are gonna make your YouTube views and subscribers go up, make you get to 1 million subscribers, make you get to a point where it's like, bro, we can fund our team just off what we get off YouTube, bro. Let alone sponsorships. We're up. So now we're able to buy this player, get this player in, get this player in. And we're gonna fly through these leagues. Be great. Get to at least step 3, step 2, and ball out. Which would be great. And hopefully get to a point where Bromley has and go from a team that that's just Bromley to they're in League 2 now. That's crazy work.
And then the mid-table, they're doing well.
And they're doing well in there
first,
as well.
First season in the league. Yeah, shout out Bromley though. They got
100.
a really, really good operation going on there still.
Yeah, that's sick. Bromley's
Bromley.
doing mad bits. But listen, man, shout out SC Dons as well, man. Like, don't get me wrong. Everyone knows it's a fucking headache playing against them. But they're a decent side. They're a decent side.
Everyone's just bringing their own cameras too, fam. Like, obviously, you get me. You ain't gonna be SC Dons, but it's also a case of like tapping into what they're doing as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I think a lot more clubs are doing it.
They have, yeah.
Like,
There's
SC
tons of
Dons
clubs
are
now.
probably ain't even the first club to do something like
No.
this.
No.
But especially from South London, they just probably the loudest that people know
And
about
I
it.
think that's obviously their niche. Every good thing has a niche in it. As one thing was like, listen, they solve this problem. That's it. That's what they do, and they do it well, and it's continuous. And that's their thing. Their thing is just being loud. You can't be at SC Dons and not be loud. That's kind of the thing. Yes, they want you to be yourselves, but if you're a quiet individual, it's just not. It's just, do you know what I mean? It's just not like.
Unless you're like one of their best players, isn't it?
Yeah, unless you're obviously ridiculously good, where some of the players that are pretty quiet are good players, but to fit the mold of a SC Dons player is someone that's a very like confident individual. That of course it works. Like in competitive sports, you have to be confident in your abilities and be that way. But yeah, the way they move with their fans and stuff, like it's great because obviously they built that fan base. It's not like it's like inauthentic. This is people that they went to Sunday league matches and watched them. Do you get me? And just stood on the sidelines. To now, I get to watch you and I get to like jump around and drink beers and there's actual decent game of football going on as well. Yeah, I'm lit. Do you know what I'm saying? So, hey man, listen. We'll see what the future holds, man.
Hey, listen,
But
man.
I had to get off our chest, man,
Son,
because I know a lot of man watching this now feel the same way. They're like, bro, I know
Non-league, bro.
playing these man is long.
It's life in non-league, innit?
It's long.
Non-league, bro.
Non-league life. But yeah, definitely have to get off my chest though. 100.
Listen, man. Anything else, man?
Um,
You wrapped it still.
gender reveal soon.
Yes.
Gender reveal real soon.
By
Yeah.
the time they probably hear this, or
By the time they hear this, they'll know. They'll know.
well, you know,
I don't know, but they'll know. I'll post it. Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll know, man. I don't know what time it is. Don't know what time it is.
pink or blue, bro.
Pink or
We
blue.
man doing the balloon thing or
No, we're doing I think we're
the
doing
little confetti thing.
potentially confetti or smoke grenades, something like that.
Smoke grenades.
Yeah. Well, it depends.
Gotta make sure you get me.
Confetti.
That thing. Is there a dress code?
We've got confetti. No, not crazy. We ain't got no, we ain't got no crazy dress.
You don't like come in like a certain colour or anything.
No, come as you are.
Come as you are, bro.
But if you pull up in obviously a certain certain colour, it is what it is. Like my mum thinks it's gonna be a boy, and her mum thinks it's gonna be a girl. So they've got their nails done. So my
Is it
mum's got
blue?
blue nails. So her mum's got pink nails. They've been talking about it like all week. It's been
Boy, how many months now?
Still
Boy,
5.
you know,
5 months.
4 more months,
to
boy.
go.
It's gonna fly by. Fam.
I'm hearing that this is the time where she's really gonna start like, because obviously she's showing crazy, but like
Yeah, because
Start building
like
up.
when we done the like my games night thing, when I told her, and I think Melissa was 5 months.
yeah,
But you can't tell unless you're
you can't
you're
tell.
looking for it. You
Yeah.
get me? But once she says it, you be like, oh my
Yeah,
god.
then it's like
Then
yeah.
you see it like
Yeah.
more. But yeah, fam.
That's crazy. You waited 5 months to tell us. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be able to do that.
sure it was 5 months.
I couldn't be able to do that still.
Why?
5 months, bro. I couldn't do it.
Why?
Because I'm not, I'm a, bro.
Yeah, you can't keep secrets.
I can't do it. No, I can keep secrets.
You
Don't
can't.
say it.
You
Don't air,
can't.
man. What you airing out my
Bro,
business? Man's airing out man's business on national TV, cuz.
I was like, we're pregnant. Oops.
This nigga said, no, this nigga Nick. Bro, you tell Nick something, bro. You tell
Like
him
they walk
no.
into the room like, what's wrong? Nothing. Are you sure? Yeah, man. I don't. I was gonna say we're pregnant, but nothing. Excuse me. Nothing.
No, I can hold secrets, but like things like that, I can't not say to someone. You know what I'm saying? I can't not tell my niggas or tell my family or some shit. Like, I
Oh
have to
yeah,
tell someone.
100%.
Like, I just feel like I can't just contain that. Like even when we did, like I couldn't wait.
Is it?
I couldn't wait. I told you how excited I was. So excited when she told me initially. I was like, "This is mad." Then she was doing high rocks. And it's oh shit.
Yeah.
Then
See,
it's like-
my excitement was delayed. I won't lie to you, fam.
Was delayed.
'Cause, yeah,
Oh,
fam,
okay,
I
cool.
wasn't excited at the beginning.
Yeah.
I was like, flip, bro. like in terms of like, bro, like everything's gonna change. Like, I'm thinking, am I ready for everything to change? Like, I was like, reality was hitting me. Like the euphoria, everything was. I skipped that part, bro. I just went straight to reality hitting me. Like, am I ready? Like, you get me? It's like my life pattern. Like, I was thinking, brother.
You know what it is? I think what gave me a lot of confidence, you know, and it might sound a bit mad, might sound a bit, but I'm just me in it and you're on the pod. But a lot of people in worse scenarios have had kids. In worse scenarios than me,
Yeah.
have had children. Listen, have had children, been all right.
Yeah.
And granted, no, I'm not looking to just be all right. But the way I see life and the way I see things is that your life's already written for you. There's a lot of things that it's gonna happen. I put so much trust in God. It's like, listen, bro, there's not much you can do. It's Him that puts you in these scenarios. It's all about how you adapt to it and step up to the plate. So when I'm in that scenario, when I get that information, at that moment, I'm gassed and I'm happy because I'm like, yeah, this say less. This is where I'm at right now. And again, why I don't think, and of course reality gets there, but why I didn't worry or why I didn't panic and think, oh, like, am I ready for this in my life? Because I think to myself, brother, I'm not gonna lie, man's doing okay. Do you get me?
But let me ask
Man's
you a question.
you get me?
Was you expecting it? Was you like,
Kind of,
Is
because
it?
man's. I told you we need to start talking like this more. Man knows what I was doing. Do you get me?
I know, but
Look at Johnny trying to clean this up. Don't try to clean this up, bro. You asked me a question, I'm answering it.
no,
I knew what I was
but
doing.
Listen. No, but I'm just saying.
Was
like,
I expecting
no,
it?
no.
Nigga,
On
I
the
put it there.
No, but
You get me? Asking me silly questions. Next question.
man said that. Man said I put it there because that's what I was expecting,
Do you
man.
get me? Go on.
No, but on the real though, like,
Yeah.
was you? Because
No.
listen, exactly, because every guy is like, every guy's done what you've been doing, but they're still not expecting.
And I'm gonna be a buck, yeah. Someone asked me this. Oh, was you expecting? And in my head, I was kind of like, because like, bro, at the time, I'm thinking, brother, I'm kind of waiting because
Waiting for what?
for that, because
Is it?
because of how a man was behaving.
Yeah, I know.
I'm kind of like
you.
I'm kind of like intentional. So for example, first time, ran it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, cool. Yeah, I know this is mad, isn't it? This is mad. First,
It's been a while.
it's been a while. First time it's happened, innit? Cool. I'm not thinking, okay, I'm waiting. No, I'm just like, I know that's happened.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
I
I know
know,
that's
but
happened.
is it a-
So at some point in the next coming weeks, that conversation might come up. And then the second time I've done it, I'm like, okay, cool. At this moment, it's any minute now. She's gonna message me and be like, listen, we're here now.
No, but
Because I've done it twice.
I know. I hit, but from my head,
Yeah.
understanding it,
Yeah.
like like, there's no like, you get me?
There's no what?
There's no safety net
No.
at all.
No.
no, like
No
even
safety.
morning
Safety's
pills.
off. No.
nothing.
No. Zero zilch. Nada.
Serious.
I'm trying to show you. Do you get me? This weren't an accident. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So this weren't like maybe, might be, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, it was like, brother, this has happened.
Okay, alright, that's
Does
a
that
whole
make sense
different.
now? Yeah. So it's like, this has happened. I'm like, cool. If I get the call, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Then this happened again. I'm like, all right, bet. We're in this now.
Yeah.
You get me? We're in this now. by now, if 3, 4, 5, 6 months has gone and nothing's happened, then maybe there's something wrong with me.
But I'm just. No, don't even laugh because that's a serious problem. With
No,
other men.
100%. It is a serious problem.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
when
yeah.
I'm getting the question after the fact, oh, was you not expecting or was you not trying? How long have you been trying for? That type of conversation. I'm
Alright,
like,
cool. So was it a trying thing though? Like, or you? Because listen, the reason I'm asking is like
rap to me.
now, your next one, you probably will be trying like purposely thinking.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yo, I'm trying to.
Like, we're going to
get-
do this because, of course, we're
Yeah.
not just going to add to the flock without a plan in place
yeah,
to know that
exactly.
that's running.
So it's like the first one is like, was you trying to, or you man were just getting,
You know, was just letting it
you
all out there.
just getting frisky,
No,
and they were like, listen, this
no. I would say that we were both mutually ready.
okay.
We were both mutually like, listen, man, if this happens, we're here. Do you know what I'm saying?
So you had a conversation, or you at least both
yeah.
on the same page.
There was, it was definitely on the same page of understanding, like, listen, like, if this happens, this is great. Do you know what I'm saying? We're gonna embrace this. We love this. This is it. Hence the reason why there was no safety net.
Yeah.
Because we've had safety nets. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But them safety nets were gone after maybe 6, 7 months before this anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like we've been not having no safety net. So we obviously had certain precautions built like that where man can, I know how to take a touch. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
'Cause like, especially with like obviously when we come to speaking of people our age, innit?
Yeah.
I'll say majority of the time.
Why
No.
do I know what you're gonna say?
What?
Go on, say it. Go on. Say it.
Majority of the time, you weren't expecting it.
Yeah.
In the sense of like, raw.
Yeah. And 100%.
And then you're like, alright then.
and then you
get me,
and
let
you
me
adjust.
pivot. You get
yes,
me, let me
exactly.
pivot.
Exactly.
But it's very rare, unless let's say you're married or let's say you're long-term partners.
Yeah.
You get me? I think those are the situations where it's like, okay, cool, like they were expecting it at some point.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Because bro, we found out. Well, she told me when she was like 2 weeks pregnant, a week pregnant.
Is it?
So it's like, you know, in them scenarios, like you said about when it's like, oh, you find out and it's like, oh shit, okay, bet.
Yeah.
That's like a couple months in, because after like a month, and then she's like, maybe have I forgotten my pill, like my
Yeah.
I'll give it a week or so. You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden she's 6 weeks deep, 8 weeks deep, and then she goes and does it, and then it's like, oh, I'm 8 weeks pregnant. As opposed to with this, is like, no, we knew like a week because it was like, we know what we was doing.
Yeah, I found that at 3 weeks still.
Yeah. So
So like 3
we knew
weeks.
what we was doing. So it was like when it got to that point where she's like, okay, she felt a certain thing. She was like, you know what, let me just check. And she checked. I bet.
No, do you know what's so funny? Yeah, if you could get a list, or like a collection of Mandem's reactions when they first found out. I saw my life, bro. I swear down, it will be the funniest thing ever, bro.
Like
Like
clips?
even like from the stories that I've heard, and even myself, when I found out, biggest and deepest sigh, fam.
Really?
Cause bro, I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah,
I wasn't
yeah,
expecting it.
yeah.
And then in my head, I'm like, alright, bro, this is gonna be the maddest pivot, bro. Like it's not even like it's a 180
It's not even
pivot,
a hard-
bro.
yeah.
You get
Back
me?
foot.
Hard
Back
stop,
foot.
bro. Turned around, get faced the other way, fam. I was like,
I
was like,
say
alright,
that.
cool.
Yeah.
I gotta get to work. You get me, bro. One of my boys, I swear down, his name's Big Mike's.
Fuck.
When he found out, his story is the funniest I've ever. Because again, he wasn't
What
expecting.
did he say? You sure it's mine?
Nah, he wasn't expecting it.
Why are you telling me for?
The thing
You
is,
got the wrong number.
Do you also work?
Come
Do you
off
also-
my phone.
Do you also peak? He was at work, and obviously back then he used to work. In real estate, innit?
Yeah.
It's like a lettings agent or whatever, innit? And then obviously his girl's called him. It's been a while since he told me, so I won't remember word for word, innit? But his girl's called him, told him the news, You know when there's only one person speaking on the phone?
Yeah.
Hello? You still there?
Jesus.
Just silence. He's like,
Soulless.
and he was like, what are you sure?
I'm dead.
And she's like, yeah. It's like, no, to take another test.
I'm
He
dead.
said, take another test.
Take this one. Try this one.
Take another
I heard
test.
this one's 95.5%. Take this
She's
one.
like, I've taken loads of tests. Like, I'm positive, blah, blah, blah. Cool, he's hanged up, Bro, he said, after that, you just sitting at his desk, innit? You're just staring at his computer screen. But like he wasn't looking at the screen. Yeah. He was just staring like into the screen, innit? And then his manager clocked that was up in it. His manager started calling him Michael. But he said his manager's words just kept on fading in
what the is it? What is it now? Okay, let's get into. We're gonna close in a second.
Yeah,
I understand that perspective. Yeah, because I've had situations in the past.
Okay,
let's just leave it there. So, if I understand the reason why I had those situations in the past,
yeah,
because I felt like I wasn't ready.
Yeah,
and I felt like they weren't ready either.
Yeah,
and I feel like we weren't ready. You get me? So it's like this just doesn't make sense. If we do this now, I'm not gonna lie. I think our lives are fucked. Yeah. Like we're not chasing careers here. We ain't got time for that. We got to make sure that this is, and it's just surviving now. Yeah. If we do make this decision now, we're surviving. Chasing careers, we ain't got time for that. So that's how I felt then, and I understand why at that juncture. This is a bad situation. We can't be here. What is the situation, let's say, post 25, that makes you think, oh, fuck. Because in my head, at that moment, post 25, I'm thinking, it's not that deep, lads.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's how I'm thinking anyway. Because obviously everyone's perspective is different.
It's always perspective, isn't it? It's always perspective. And then it's always, so for me, I wouldn't say I was like, oh, shit, like, fuck. It's more of like, rah.
Yeah,
no, this is real. Like this is not like a, oh, it could be or might not. It is.
Yeah.
And you gotta now know. Like there's no like, and to be honest, like not like naturally, I've always been, you get me, head screwed on. Know what I want to do. Blah blah.
Which
blah.
you are, man. And I've got to give you your props for that.
No, I appreciate
head
that,
screwed up. We're like-minded individuals, but I think it's important that we tell each other things like that.
Appreciate that, bro. And likewise to yourself.
No, 100, man. My boy.
But in terms of like, I'll speak on my situation. I'll speak on like what we think other people face post 25. So for me, it's more like, you know, when you still got so much planned, like in your head, like there's still so much things that I have planned that I want to do.
Yeah.
In terms of not necessarily like life experiences, but in terms of things that I want to have in place before. So for example, like ideally, maybe I wanted to have my own place, like own house, all that. And I'm thinking, like, you get me, not knowing how expensive, kids could be and blah, blah, blah. You're thinking, all right, cool. All of this, it's like, I'm going to have to like go back to the drawing board and then refactor finances, time, like we're both working full time, like how we're going to balance it, all of that, not living together. So for me, it's more like your life is going to change, like the balance of it. Other people, again, it just could be of like, you don't feel like you're ready. So again, like our age group is still that part where like, bro, we still know people who are trying to figure stuff out in life. You get me? You know people that are still in school, still like studying, or they say that I want to do my masters, or some people just traveling. Like they said, you get me?
Just free world out here,
traveling,
outside,
bro. You get me? I got a backpack, a toothbrush, and some flip flops, bro.
iPhone,
and I'm going Thailand, living in hostels for
getting bikes and shit,
$5.99 a night, fam. So, because there's still so many people in so many different parts of like stages of life. If you feel that way in terms of like, oh crap, it's most likely you're not settled. Do you know what I mean? And also other people could be like me, where it's like, cool, they had so many things on their list that they wanted to tick off before they reach that stage of their life, where they're now gonna have to like readjust it or repattern it. So
that's a fair point.
That's my perspective, innit?
Yeah.
Whereas like I didn't ever think of like a plan B. Like I never thought of like, oh, what if that happens?
What if that happens? Yeah.
If I did, then I would probably be like, oh yeah, it is what it is.
My ideal was that getting married first. That was my ideal. I wanted to get married first and then do that. And that was like in my head initially. But then the way I see that is obviously that's a time thing. That's something that takes time. That's something that is you got to plan, you got to prepare, you know, and that takes a while. And then for me, there was a lot of scenarios and situations that happened in the early like 20s, so like in the early 2020 to 2024, a lot of things happened. Obviously, COVID, a few like passings of family members. So there was a lot of things that kind of halted any level of development from the time where, let's say, I wanted to do something to then like nowish. So it's like, shit, we lost a lot of time. Do you
Yeah.
get me? So it's like, I'm not really trying to, at that point, I'm not really trying to think about, okay, this has to happen, then this has to happen, and then we can do that. Because it's like, brother, God knows where we're going to be in 2 years from now. It could be completely different. So I was like to myself, you know what? This is the right time. Now it is. Because my family needs something to celebrate. I want something to celebrate. But at the same time, I'm ready to show a child how to live this life. I'm ready to build another human being up. I'm ready to be someone that someone looks up to and that is so close to me that they're able to learn from me. And I want to learn more. I feel like I'm in a position in my life where this is going to be another learning journey for me, as well as teaching. I'm also going to do learning basically at the same fucking time, which is mad.
So in terms of yours, do you ever think of like, you know what? Because I want to ideally be married before. Right, let's just go to the registry, just go sign the
Cook
documents.
it up real quick.
Get me, go to the courthouse, take little pictures on the stairs with the certificate.
Yeah.
Get a.
Brother.
You thought of that, yeah?
100%. Because, and I used to shout, I said, listen, bro, let's just do our shit on the low. You know what I'm saying? No one needs to know. We're married, though. We're here. We're like this. Do you feel me? And then we can do all of that. You know what I mean? We could do all of that later and we could just do that. And then this is amazing thing. Everyone's guessing, yeah. But we've been married for like a year and a half. No one would have known.
100%.
Do you get what I'm saying? Because that's just our thing. Do you get? We have the picture. Because I remember my mum and my dad got married at a registry office, and I've seen that picture,
bro. Do you know what? The people who do that, I'm not gonna lie to you. I respect them so much.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's a different level of commitment, because it's like it also represents like different things. It could represent, listen, we're not where we want to be in life yet, but we know this is what we want to do.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do it in a way where it's official, and then maybe later on we patent it. Yeah. And then there's others who was like, listen, like us being together legally is more important.
It's more important than all the other.
So let's just do that. We can still have a wedding and a ceremony or whatever. We can still do that, but I respect it, because it's different. Because I think we've spoken about this before, where it's like growing up, traditionally guys and girls think about weddings differently.
Yeah,
guys think about it maybe here and there once or twice, like growing up, but it's not something you grow up consistently thinking of. But like for a woman, more time it's like the big thing. It's like they get to a certain, like for example, guys, if you get to a certain age, if you get to like 30, 35 and you're not married, guys are not too stressed. Like, you get me? They don't think, oh, my days, like what's happening to my life? Like, I'm not hitting my, but you get me? Sometimes if you're a woman and you get to a certain age and you're not married yet, not even yourself, other people start looking at you funny.
But that's the thing, and you know what's funny? Getting older, you start to see that a lot more, and you start to see that women get obviously a lot more desperate the older they get. Yeah, and you see it in their behaviors, you see it in how they move and how they act. But you're right. Like when it comes to our pinnacles, like the touching points for a man to feel like, I did it, I'm happy now, or some level of
achievement.
Of achievement is one, probably getting to a certain financial goal that they probably had, or financial comfortability level. So it doesn't necessarily have to be like a high number, like in the millions. But even if you're making 47,000 a year, and that's your comfortability, and that's where you wanted to get. That's what you've always dreamed of, getting above 40k and just like being comfortable. You got your family.
What, the average is 30k or
exactly.
35k or something.
You're there and you're calm. Cool. If that's what your number is, bet. But that is for some men. That's the number one. Or just having a house. You got your kids playing in the background. That's that level. Some people signing a professional contract, being a professional football player for like 15, 20 years of your life. That is like, brother, I've done it. Yeah. Do you get me? This is where I've got my whip. Got my crib, I'm chilling. That's the level where it's like, bro, baby, I'm good. I don't need to worry about getting married. For women, near enough, 85, probably even 90% of women get married by a strong man, or a man that loves them and cares for them, and you get me, kisses them goodnight.
A manly man,
whatever. Even some of them soft niggas. So soft niggas be getting pussy too, bro. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Yes, Jay, dap me up, bro. Dap me up. Bro, you know what them sensitive ass. This is Alpha Tells.
We get it over here.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, them niggas, yeah. But we won't promote that though.
Facts.
Because niggas with a little bit of something about them.
A little bit of grit.
Yeah, a little bit of stank face.
A little bit of musk.
Yeah, a little bit of musk. Yeah.
A little bit of hard work.
Smelling like pine wood. You feel me?
Smelling like
oak.
Smell like oak. Smell like tree bark.
Smell like tree bark.
Hawaiian tree
Smell like
bark.
cigars and
Trust me.
Hennessy and sweat. Yeah, putting in that pain. Do you
Put
feel
that
me?
garden work.
Them, yeah, we out here getting it right, but some of them soft niggas we have supposed to too as
Listen,
well.
guys, yeah, we
but
can't speak for them.
We can't speak for them. That's not our. That's not our bag.
place.
That's not. This ain't that. This ain't the pod for it.
I ain't certified. I ain't qualified.
They ain't qualified.
You know?
in a real
the
way.
real way,
You know, because we can get it cracking. You know. In a real way.
In a real way.
In a real way, you know. So yeah, so that's their pinnacle. That's like that is their thing. That's like that's what I want to get to. And no matter what exterior or how they move, that is it. I don't care if you're talking to an emo chick. I don't care if you're talking to a bad chick. I don't care if you're talking to a bookworm. I don't care if you're talking to a fitness. It don't matter. They all want the same. It will be from different people, but they all want the same. They want to be loved by a man, and they want them to be. And they're that's man's number one. You are my number one girl. I love you, and you're beautiful, and you're this, that, and the third. That's what they want, all of them, and that's what they're in search of, and that's it. And they some of them look in the wrong places from time to time.
A lot of them.
Do you know what I'm saying? They look in the wrong places, like miss.
A lot of them also they rush as well, which obviously like
leads to mistakes.
yeah.
Don't dive
and
in.
it's peak because obviously like the pressure in it, like fam, man's
getting
in the
worse.
box, bro. Man's about to shoot, but stay on your feet.
Yeah, stay on your feet.
Don't need to go to ground because
Don't dive in.
if you get it wrong, the consequences you can't come back from.
And
it.
you're wrapped.
Can't come back from.
And
it.
girls get it wrong a lot. They get it wrong a lot. They get it wrong. And it's easy. I mean, it's hard because guys are some guys. I don't know these guys, but guys can be. Do you get me? A bit scumbaggy or a bit silly in decision making. So at times they might get what they want blurred and misconstrued, and they might think they want something. And
Let me ask you a question.
Go on.
We can end on here, innit?
Yeah,
Now,
100.
this is hypothetical because I know your situation. Respectful of your situation.
Respectfully, of course.
Yeah. Could you ever father someone else's child? In a sense of you get with someone and they have a child.
It's been your boy Nicholas D. Harvey, aka Mr. Straight No Chaser, aka
In a real way,
in a real way, you know. Listen, man ain't qualified. Man ain't qualified still. In a real way.
I agree. I
know?
am of the same opinion.
You know. Like that's just
I just have to. I want what's mine.
I just have to, you
I
know.
want what's mine. Respectfully.
Respectfully, of course.
Yeah, 100.
Respectfully, of course. I want what's mine.
Yeah.
In a real way.
In a real way.
From
the ground up.
From the ground up. And never from the roof.
Not from the roof.
Otherwise,
you run
into some problems, guys.
100, bro.
Never from the roof, bro.
You run into some
you
problems,
run into some problems, bro.
Get me.
You know what? I got a saying. I got to leave them with this gem, though.
Go on.
Johnny. You see the baby dad? The first baby dad runs everything.
What do you mean, the original guy?
The original guy runs everything.
What do you mean he runs everything?
So, let's say you see this bottle, yeah?
Mm.
You got one purchase, yeah? Yeah? The guy that purchased this bottle drank some. Gives it to the next man. He drank some. Gives it to the third man. And he drank some. That person holding that bottle, you know, my man that holds the bottle is what it is. My man that holds the bottle, he didn't buy this bottle, bro. He ain't got the receipt for this bottle, bro. This ain't his bottle, bro. He's holding it. Don't get me wrong. But when the owner won't have a sip, you better give that bottle back to the owner, bro. And that's just the reality. And unfortunately, that's a reality that some people don't understand. Some women deny it. I've seen it live in the flesh. It's real life. If that owner wants that bottle back, he's getting the bottle back. I'm telling you.
Do you know what's mad? I have to be very careful how we say this, yeah. You know, like for example, let's say, obviously you're the main set piece taker. Yeah, you
Been taking set piece.
been taking set pieces. You get a set piece, but you give it to my man.
Yeah.
But up until he can actually kick the ball, you can say, "Nah, actually, no, you know what, I'll take it." Do you know what I mean? Like before, back in the day, all the previous set pieces, I could take them if I wanted to.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna just let someone else take them. Yeah. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're allowing it to happen.
Yeah.
And that's
Instead
the
of
thing.
that, you're just not interested.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But if you ever become more interested,
Then I'll take my set piece.
that's what I'm saying. And the thing is, this is like that 25 and up talk. This is niggas that are they know that niggas know. Man, them know that are older. They know still. It's mad, but I've seen it. I've seen baby mums go back to my man that was beating on that. It just is what it is.
But would you say, to finish off, would you say
Healthy and unhealthy situations, of course.
Yeah, would you say that that's more the reason, or more the reason is
Why I wouldn't?
because, yeah, or more the reason is like, I just want what's mine.
I just want what's mine, but that is definitely part of it too. I just want what's mine. I want to water what I grow. Do you get me? What I grow. But also that you could be this, you could be super done. You know what I'm saying? But then you can never amount to my man, and that's rough. And I know
the chances are very
Johnny,
unlikely.
I know.
Hey, listen, you ain't got to convince me.
You feel me? You know, I know.
You ain't gotta
But my
convince
thing
me.
is that me as a man and my value, I know man's here. So even whoever I come after, I know I'm raising the bar. However, sometimes in her eyes, in that you don't know what happened before you. It could be some deeper shit.
Yeah.
Even if, and because it happened before, you know what nostalgia's like. You just value it more. It's like when we talk about Breezy and Usher.
Remember the good times.
Yeah, remember the good times. Even if the times now are way better than those times, because that is where that was and the moment you was in that scenario, you just value that more. Simple. It just is what it is. And then no matter how good this is, you can never be as good as that. And it's a challenging reality. And I feel like some women can value this more and say forget that 100%. But I think for the most part, in general, yeah, no, it's tough to just.
Yeah.
It's tough for a man to come in, swoop, be like, yeah, boom, and he's number one. I doubt it. Because if homeboy calls me, if he says to me, yo, I want you back, I might go.
We just got to be lucky that the ratios are in favor of the men. But
Yes.
if it was the other way around, there'll be a lot more beef and a lot more wars would be fought.
A lot more.
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
So luckily, there's as they say, plenty of fish in the sea.
Yeah. Luckily. Anyway, guys,
Listen, man.
that's enough gems for today, man. We'll see you in another, you know what I mean? We'll see you in the next one.
211, episode 211 of the Aftos podcast. As always, it's been your boy, the one and only J O straight
Straightening.
And as I said before, and I'm saying it again, I most definitely made sure I left there with something.
Nah,
me.
man, it's your boy Nicholas D. Harvey, a.k.a. Mr. Straight No Chaser, a.k.a. Sweeps. Don't worry about me, man. Worry about your blood clot credit score, worry about your social credit score, your financial credit score, and your personal credit scores. Please do it. And for the rest of the year, the game's in trouble. Started off small, now they're paying me double.
And listen, man.
It's getting warm, Johnny.
Trust me, certain man will start seeing the sunshine.
It's getting warm.
Start moving a bit different. But we must warn you. We must let you know.
Yeah.
Make sure you still keep your shit
Down.